Hey everybody, my name's Chris, and I want to welcome you to my channel. This is the first video that I am going to actually post. I've made a few videos, but I've always had issues with the audio or something to do with don't know what to say or whatever. So I'm going to go into uh, a save. So I figured I would start out with some easy tips and tricks, and I know there's other places where this is at. Um, so I'm going to go into my Act 5, and this is my Dune Desert playthrough. I have gotten a little bit into the game, as you can see. Uh, so I do not have a jetpack yet. I don't have any of that unlocked. I'm still pretty early in the game. The only thing I have unlocked, I'm up to coal power. And I've got the my Blade Runners. Okay, so now if you'll see, you see the green and the blues and all of that. That's and all of these beams of light looking things. So what this is this is a mod. A lot of people use uh, the Satisfactory calculator with the interactive map. And so I found some items that allows me to replicate what that does in game without having to switch back and forth. And this is one of those mods. So each color represents a different item, like the green is, I think, the bacon, and the blue is the nut, the berry nut, and then there's another color for the pallberry. Yeah. So for the pillberry, and then the nut, and then all of that stuff, it all has a different color. So that's what those beams of lights are. And then the black are just the various different, not the actual mining nodes, but the little handcrafting nodes that you find all over the map. That's where those are. I'm trying to do some belts, but in this particular playthrough, I've decided that every node is going to get a mini factory, right? So I'm going to build whatever I can at each factory. So one of the tips I'm going to share with Parachute um, is what to do early game. So as soon as you can, and I would wait until you get foundations unlocked, but once you have foundations unlocked, I would then take at least a day or as long as you can and go explore the map, because you want to get as many Mercer Spheres and Somersloops as you can find. And then, of course, if you can find some um, crash pods to pick up your hard drives, then that is also really good. So right here, this is what's going to be a really good thing early in the game. Once you get some Somersloops, before you don't go collecting slugs yet, or if you do, just put them into a storage somewhere. Don't do anything with them yet, any more than unlocking stuff in the NAM. Yeah, obviously you can do that, or in the MAM. But what you want to do is you want to do this, right? So the blue power slugs, and then you Somersloop it so you double. So when you put a blue power slug in, one, and so instead of it kicking out one, it's going to kick out two, right? It'll double. And same with the yellow, and then the same with the purple. So early game, you can double up all your power shards. So see, 1 equals 5, right? So, or 4. Well, anyway, you get the gist of it. So there's yellow, here's purple, and then blue, right? Do this as early as you can in the game, and then all you got to do is drop them in, and boom, you got all your power shards over here. And then as soon as you're able to get in your organization's dimensional depots, yeah, add one of those onto that, And then, there you go. Now, I will have power shards. So see, they're going in there. I don't have any power shards on me. And then I've got these alien DNA. You can do the same thing for the DNA, which I think I've got, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute. So I only have one constructor for that, right? So what I do is I just change whatever it is that I'm dropping in here, and then yeah, I double it, right? And then I get more of the alien DNA capsules. So it goes into here, and then it comes over here, and then it gets turned into from alien protein into DNA, which I double again, right? So I'm doubling the protein, doubling the DNA capsules, so you end up with 4. Oh, apparently I had just done an upgrade before I left, before I shut this one down. Now I got a lot of stuff stopped, and I could probably do better with the awesome sinks. Yeah, I can probably do a lot better with the awesome sinks. So I'm trying to unlock as much as I can, as early in the game as I can. So I don't think I've got modular frames made yet. So those are heavy modular frames that I found. Let me look and see what I got. Since I haven't played this playthrough in a while, I was actually working on my earlier playthrough to go ahead and finish. So let's see what I've got. I've got iron plates. I got reinforced iron plates, iron rods, got rotors. I got smart plating. I do have modular frames right here. So I just come over here. Sort this out. And you hit control and it'll give you as much as you can carry. Right? And then I'll go back over here. I have some walkways around up there, but I don't have it very well thought out. All right, so let's just drop these in. Okay, and those. I need more, obviously. I need more of those, and drop all of that in. Okay, so I need rotors, cable, and iron plates. Okay. And I can drop off some of this modular framing. Well, I can see where the rotors are. Alright, so I need 200 there. I don't remember how far down the modular frames are. There they are. Oh, it's already refilled. Okay. Well, so actually, I'm just gonna dump them. I don't need them. I got plenty. And I'll just keep making more later. I'll scale all that up. The idea is to scale all that up eventually. Anyway, so here we go. Add in the rotors. Okay. Needing more iron plates and cable. Alright, so I know the copper stuff is towards the other end. Bringing that stuff up from the bottom. Let's see here. Concrete, copper sheets, wire, cable. Alright. Okay, and that'll give me a little extra. Actually, I need a little bit extra to carry around. Mainly because, oh, and then iron plates might as well while I'm over here. Because you want to make stuff, right? And you need cable to run your power out, and you need some copper. And then once I've got, as you can see, I've got, I didn't have to run over here and pull everything out because I've got the dimensional depots for dimensional storage for all of that. So I guess I really didn't have to do all this running around, but habit. I got to get in the habit of just grabbing out of my dimensional depot, but it still takes some time for all that to fill up. So Go there, there. All right, there we go.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around
Okay.
the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources.
Okay.
They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
So what I've never done in any playthrough have I ever used trucks. Now I tried to use that little scout vehicle once, and yeah, I was horrible at driving it, so I gave up on that. So go to hard drives. I got that. Okay, there. Alien megafaunas or anything. I've got this one, but I'm not in a rush to get there. Alien technology. So this is where I'm kind of still working on. Uh, the SAM fluctuators I have to make by hand because you require a manufacturer to make those, and I haven't got those unlocked yet. So yeah, I will do this, and oh, I have to wait till the hard drive's done anyway. So Caterium, the power switches are a good idea. I actually just started using them in the other playthrough, and if you put one at every one of your little factories, let's say you're not using them, it's just thinking everything, and you need to save some power because you're doing something else, you can actually access these power switches from anywhere, and you can just turn off the ones that you don't want to use. Priority power switches are basically the same thing, except that if you have a power issue, it's going to look through which ones you have set to prioritize, and it will shut down the ones that are low priority. So it'll shut down the low priority first, then the medium, and then the high priority stuff. Programmable splitters are pretty cool. I can unlock that one. I just gotta wait for the hard drive to finish. Geothermal generators are good because it's free power basically. I don't have any Caterium yet, so I don't have any quick wire or AI limiters yet. I'm still kind of early in the game. So there's still a lot for me to do. Um, stun rebar, I haven't figured out why I even need it. I've never used it in anything. Mycelia, uh, the synthetic polyester fabric is good because this allows you, once you get to oil, it allows you to automate your fabric production because you're going to want some things automated like I'm trying to think of what else is after this one. I don't remember. It's been so long. But then synthetic power shards. I know you can find time crystals in some of these where they have hard drives. There's some time crystals. I know some people have unlocked this without ever getting to time crystals. So, but you need the one of the alien manufacturing. I can't remember which one it is. I don't think it's the. See, there's a particle accelerator. There's the. Uh, shoot, I can't think of all the machine names now, but yes, I definitely need the crystal oscillator because I need that for a lot of stuff. Uh, shatter rebar. I have yet to figure out what to use that for. This is the thing, the explorer. I actually used that. Very briefly in my very first playthrough, and I was horrible at it. Material resonance screening, priority mergers. I like these. I've seen a lot of people use them as far as being able to move things around. So I guess that's pretty good. This is obviously stuff that you need. Smokeless powder. You're gonna need oil with that. But cluster nobelisks, oh, great for clearing area. Yeah, they're great. Same with the explosive rebar, good for clearing area, but not good if you're attacking the wildlife. I wouldn't use explosive rebar against them. This works really good at killing them too, but the rifle is the better way to go, or standard rebar, because it only takes a couple shots. And try to be not on the ground when you fight them. Let's see. So the only thing I haven't unlocked this yet. I'm trying to think of what this was. All right. Why is my screen there it goes. All right. Screen was froze there for a second. Okay. So in any case, so I'm not even using these anymore. I'm up at coal power. So I'll show you my map. So yeah, I went and did some exploring. I got as many power slugs and Mercer Spheres and Somersloops as I could. So this is kind of my layout right now. I've got my coal power here. I actually have, I believe this is Caterium over here. So I have quick wire over here. And this is copper. I think this is copper too. I have some coal around here somewhere also. I gotta look and see what all these are. I don't even remember. Let's see. See if it tells me. No, it doesn't. All right. So this is where I run all my power. I've got some SAM over here. Cave entrances. Let's see, what is this? I don't remember. All right. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've actually played on this one, so I do have a quick way around. And as soon as you get these guys, this is amazing right here. Early fast travel. You put up these guys, and then boom. Now you can kind of just keep traveling. See what I mean? There's a sulfur node. I have a sulfur mine somewhere, I think. Limestone. So that's limestone, that's copper. Let's see, what is this? This is also copper. Okay, so this is copper sheets that I'm sending over to do AI limiters. That's what it is. So there's AI limiters. So I do have AI limiters. I do have AI limiters. All right. And I have the parachute. Okay, so there's quick wire. And then AI limiters. I have quick wire going back. So copper coming in, quick wire coming back, and then AI limiters going out. So copper sheets. Why am I having issues with that? I don't know. Oh, that would be because I don't have a belt hooked up. Do I have Mark III belts yet? I do have Mark III belts. There we go. Alright. Very good. Okay. Okay, that's good. So everything is going crazy right now. Yep, alright, that's better. I was wondering why I wasn't getting the results I was looking for. Alright, so I'm glad I came back here. So I got quick wire going back. I need to make an awesome sync. So awesome sync. Zoopy. I don't have a lot of variations in my concrete slabs available yet. So it's just kind of all I have is the defaults for right now. I don't have very many tickets built up yet. Alright, let's put an awesome sync here. So the awesome sinks are great because they give you tickets and you can buy stuff in the awesome shop, which gives you goodies. They, this where your cosmetics are, a lot of uh, your factory stuff that you need for. All right, so always, always, always put your smart splitter before your storage, your buffer, because if you don't, it'll empty out your buffer. So we're going to set this to overflow. I always set both sides to overflow because sometimes, depending on how you're facing, you may have an issue. Oh, also, I want to put a merger in front of here um, in case I need to do something else like, all right, hard drive is done. In case I need to do something like, can't do that. All right, so let's do this. I want to match it up. There we go. Well, better. There we go. So sometimes, okay, so this is a good, I'm glad that this broke. Okay, so sometimes this will not separate right. Oh, never mind. I didn't set it. Never mind. I'm like, because sometimes it won't, right? Sometimes it doesn't sit on there right. And if it doesn't, what happens is make sure everything is Mark 3 belts, Mark 3 belts, Mark 3 belt. Because I have some steel production and I was supposed to scale up. Alright. Because I've got to make the other two parts for my space elevator. And just FYI, everything that's in phase 2 you will need later on in the game. So don't like tear it down. I've seen some creators do that. Well, they'll tear down the earlier builds and say, oh, I don't need these anymore. The space elevator parts are gone. I'm up to the next one. Well, you still need them for the previous build. Okay. So I don't have hypertubes yet, so I can't use them to get around, but I do have the stairway to heaven here. Okay, so I got quick wire. Oh, I haven't done anything. I haven't brought it back yet. That's the problem. All right. Here we go. So I'm running out, and then I always back up to either a theme or like a middle section. Just depends. Whatever is kind of easier for you. Just something that you can stop at every time because you want to make all these corners and everything. So put it straight. So it'll turn these corners and back up to there. All right, grab that. All right. Well, all right. Well, I just kind of wanted to show, how to get started. And so for me, I'm building like all the final stuff to my main base so I can put it in a container. Even though I've already got quick wire, I think, ooh, oh no. I hate that. Okay, that's also something that's kind of a fun trick. If you're trying to get up a hill and you got your parachute, you can totally do it with get close to the rock and then go up the rock, and it will launch you up. It's crazy, you know, how it works. But if you can't jump up somewhere and you're close, you can use the parachute technique and just sometimes like I'll build on a hill close by it or whatever, and then I'll parachute down to it, especially if it's surrounded by enemies or whatever. So just so I can get to it, make what I need, and get out. You know what I mean? So okay, I just wanted to showcase kind of where I'm at. Like I said, this is my first video that I'm gonna post. I'll post more, and I will probably go back to. Oh, the yellow is the paleberry, by the way. The yellow beacons are the paleberry. Alright. And so sometimes the straight gets a little crooked, and I don't know why. I think it's just a bug. Just switch to curve or default or whatever to get you back on track, and then switch back to straight once you're back where you need to be. All right. I was gonna just go ahead and run this all the way over, but so my plan is to try and use as much belts as I can. I'm trying to avoid using trains in this particular playthrough. I have some trains in my other playthrough, and when we get there, I'll show them. Okay, so now, all right. So now I gotta redo some things here. Yeah, I'm not gonna show all of this, but yeah, I definitely need more awesome sinks. Definitely need more awesome sinks. So I have one right here for the copper. There we go. All right, so then just put a there, and then there, and then there. No. All right. Okay. Now let's see if it did it. See how it didn't do it. So if I were to erase it, so let's do that. Now we're gonna do, oops. All right. Yeah, because sometimes it doesn't connect right. Let's see. Now, there's a crazy trick to get it to do this, and I'm gonna try it here. I don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna try it. Let's see if it'll work. There we go. Alright, and then just the regular. have to kind of finagle with it until you get it right. All right, let's see. Does this have power? Okay, it does. All right, then we say overflow, overflow. Oh, all right, well, pretty good. Okay, we're gonna take that out and that out because that isn't what I wanted. It's this right here. There we go. Okay, overflow. There we go. And then overflow and overflow. Okay. Now I got stuff going into my awesome sink. Yay! Hooray for my side. Okay. So this will keep things going for a little while. And that's it for right now. I just wanted to share. Like I said, I'll have to look and see what those mod names are, and I will post them actually in under the video when I find them as far as which mods I'm using. Oh, one last hookup here. There we go, need that. There we go. Okay. All right. So until next time.